All right, let's dive right in. Today, we're talking about a massive shift happening in the world of data and AI, and it's all being driven by some incredible new announcements from Databricks. We're going to break down what they are, why they're such a big deal, and what it all means for you. So let's kick things off with a problem that I bet sounds pretty familiar to a lot of you.
This quote, it just nails it, doesn't it? It perfectly captures that daily struggle so many data teams are up against. You've got these brilliant engineers, sharp analysts, and amazing data scientists, but they spend half their time just wrestling with this tangled mess of different tools, trying to piece everything together. It's a classic story of data chaos. And this struggle isn't just a minor headache, right? It's the central problem that this new wave of data platforms is built to solve. For way too long, the way we've worked with data has been completely fragmented and siloed. And this slide just lays it all out so clearly. On one side, you have the old way of doing things, juggling a dozen different disconnected tools. Data gets copied, moved, and passed around, which is slow, painful, and just asking for errors. But on the other side, you've got this new unified approach, everything under one roof. It creates a seamless workflow that helps you get insights faster and actually helps your team work together. So what's the answer to all this chaos? Well, it's this vision of a truly unified platform, a single source of truth where all your data, analytics, and AI can live together in harmony. And right at the core of his whole idea is one key piece of architecture. And that foundation is the lakehouse. Seriously, this concept is brilliant. It's like taking the best of both worlds. You get the super cheap, super flexible storage of a data lake. You can just dump any kind of data in there, and you combine that with the structure, reliability, and speed you'd get from a traditional data warehouse. It's this hybrid that makes unifying everything even possible. Okay, so the vision is cool, but how is Databricks actually making it happen? Well, they just dropped 5 massive announcements that add some really powerful, concrete features to make this unified platform a reality. Let's break them down one by one. First up, and honestly, this one is a huge deal for the entire community, is the number 0. As in, zero cost, zero barriers to get started. Databricks just launched a brand new free edition, and it's a massive upgrade from the old limited one they used to have. It's all about making the platform accessible to everyone. So for the first time ever, if you're a student, a hobbyist, or just curious, you can get the real Databricks experience without pulling out your credit card. You get a workspace, sample code, and you even get access to powerhouse features like Unity Catalog for data governance and Genie, their AI assistant. This is a total game changer for growing new talent in the industry. Okay, next up, we have something called Lakebase, and Databricks is making a pretty bold claim here. They're positioning this as the potential future of all databases. It's a new serverless system built on top of open source Postgres, but it's been totally reimagined for the AI era. The secret sauce here is how it intelligently separates your compute from your storage. So as you see here, your hot data, the stuff you're using all the time, it stays in super fast memory. But the cold data, the old stuff you rarely touch, gets automatically moved to much cheaper cloud storage. The magic is your app can still query all of it like it's in one place. You get top-tier performance without the crazy price tag. Feature number 3, Databricks Apps, represents a really fundamental shift in how we think about building things. Instead of the old way, dragging massive amounts of data over to your application, the idea here is to flip that around. You move your application directly to the data. And for developers, this is just awesome. You can build and host the whole shebang, your data, your backend code, and your user interface, all in one spot, right inside Databricks. It runs in managed containers, so there's way less DevOps headache. And because it's already on the platform, it just inherits all the security and governance rules you've already set up. It's secure from the get-go. Now let's talk AI. AgentBricks is a new framework designed to help you build AI agents that are actually ready for the real world. A big problem with a lot of AI agents is that it's just hard to know if they're any good. AgentBricks tackles this problem head-on by building in automated judges to score their performance. And this is where it gets really smart. AgentBricks automatically tests out different prompts and models for you, and then it generates these simple cost versus quality charts. This lets you make a real data-driven decision. Instead of just going with your gut, you can see right here that, hey, prompt B has the best quality, but prompt C is almost as good and costs way less. You can find that perfect sweet spot. And finally, we have LakeBridge. This is a free AI-powered tool that's designed to solve one of the biggest, most painful problems in the data world. Migrating off of those old, clunky legacy data warehouses like Teradata or Oracle.
Man, these migrations used to be a nightmare. We're talking months and months of painful, manual work converting old, obscure code. LakeBridge uses a large language model to power a converter that automates a huge chunk of that process. Now, it's not a magic button. The AI suggestions can be wrong, and you absolutely need to test everything. But it promises to make migrations way faster and save you a fortune on those insane legacy license fees. Okay, so those are the big new features. But what does all this unified stuff actually look like when teams put it to work in the real world? Let's check out a few examples. The impact here is really tangible, and you see it across every single industry. In healthcare, it means unifying patient records to create AI-driven personalized treatment plans. In finance, it's about using machine learning on real-time data to stop fraud before it happens. Retailers can analyze what customers are doing to make sure the right products are on the shelves. It just goes on and on. So when you step back and look at the whole picture, it all points to one clear, undeniable trend. The old, fragmented world of data is on its way out. The future is unified. So, what's the big takeaway from all this? It's actually pretty simple. When you bring your data engineers, your analysts, and your AI developers together under one roof and get rid of all those painful handoffs, you just unlock a massive boost in productivity. Everyone's working from the same playbook, which means fewer errors, and ultimately, much faster, much better decisions. And that brings us to our final thought here. The technology for this unified data and AI future, it's clearly here and it is moving at an absolutely incredible pace. But you know, this revolution isn't just about the tools. It's about the people and the processes. So the big question I'll leave you with is this. The platform is ready, but are our teams ready for the cultural shift that's needed to really take advantage of it? Something to think about. Thanks for tuning in.